This is probably the best blitz in Madden 24. Not gonna lie to y'all boys, it gotta be up there, man. Instant pressure. It's gonna get you pick sixes. It's gonna be getting you picks. It's gonna be getting you sacks. And the beautiful thing about the defense as well, you can throw some coverage behind it and just really just throw your opponent off. If you feel like you can lock in, make sure to hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we finna go ahead and get into the scheme breakdown. Let's go. It's your boy Led back at you again with another video, and today you guys, we got a little bit of a different video today, man. I got a defense video, man, that's just gonna help y'all boys out a lot, man. Really instant pressure, and you can throw some coverage back out with this defense. So we are in the Steelers playbook working out of the triple, man. I'm gonna be showing y'all some blitzes and some coverages that y'all can go ahead and utilize out of this formation. The first thing that you actually want to do with this formation, you want to put your substitutions in. And with this formation, since it's a nickel formation, you can put safeties in. So you want to go ahead, if you have any extra safeties, just go ahead and put them in. Preferably your fastest ones. I'm just putting in some random ones. But the play that we're going to be utilizing in today's video is going to be the cover 3 sky. And we are going to be using the cover 1 linebacker blitz as well. So the first way to set this up, basically to set the blitz up, all you want to do, you want to blitz your linebackers. You do that by clicking your D-pad to the right, and then you want to flick your right stick down. That's going to blitz all linebackers. Once you have done that, you want to make sure that you're basically on the safety right here, and you just want to press, and you want to continue to press until you see this linebacker. As y'all can see, this linebacker right here that I'm standing by comes down into that gap. Now you can just run it like this and it's still going to get pressure, but I prefer to put myself down here as well. But I'm just going to run it like this just so y'all can kind of see the pressure without me doing that. So you'll see that the pressure is definitely coming. It causes a pick, and you can see that it is going to get you pressure. Now when you go ahead and put yourself in the gap, like I was saying, blitz all linebackers, go ahead and press until that linebacker comes all the way down in the gap. When you initially press, he's not going to do it automatically, so you just got to continue to press. You can you press by pressing triangle, and then you just press down on your D-pad or on your left stick, and then you want to just hover right here, and your responsibility is basically the running back. For the most part, your opponent is not going to have enough time to get any of these passes off, and if the running back doesn't go out on a route, your responsibility is the middle of the field. So same setup, boys. Blitz linebackers, go ahead and press. Do the same setup like how we were doing before. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy here. Setup is really quick, really easy to do. Like I said, your responsibility is the middle of the field, and just like that, it's going to consistently get you pressure. Now, the beautiful thing about this too, you can do the same setup. Basically, if you want to go ahead and kind of press. Only thing when you continue to press, he doesn't come down like how he usually does when you actually blitz all linebackers. So typically what I'll do, I'll press, then I'll play over the top, then I'll quarterback contain, working out of a cover 3 if I want to give my opponent more of a coverage look. And this is more of the coverage look that you can kind of throw at your opponent. If you want to go ahead and throw him in a flat 2 and just throw some extra coverage out there, this is just like a coverage version of the blitz, kind of just throwing your opponent off. You don't always have to use it as safety when it comes to the blitz either. If it's consistently getting in with just him being right here and you not putting yourself in the gap, you run it just as is. But this is just an abbreviation to kind of just throw your opponent off. Now he's blocking extra people. Now you have more people out in coverage than he has receivers and stuff. So as you can see, it's going to lock up the field. That time they actually completed, but as y'all can see, that's just another way that you can go ahead and kind of just run this defense, and another way to just kind of throw a different look at your opponent. So you're just going to do the same setup. You can go ahead and press, make sure to play over the top so you don't get beat deep, and this is just going to be a coverage version. As y'all can see, the coverage is going to be pretty decent on this play. That time he was open. You can also set your zone drops if you feel like your opponent is throwing those corner routes and stuff. I prefer to set my zone drops at about like 15. But like I was saying, this is basically just the coverage version. Then we're going to get into the man blitz as well really quick. But as y'all can see, if you set your zone drops, that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing that I'm going to be showing you on today's video, boys. And it's going to be this cover 1. So this cover 1 linebacker blitz. The thing I like about both of these plays, they are the same setup. You just blitz all linebackers, go ahead and press, continue to press until he's in that gap. Now with man coverage, you definitely want to play over the top to make sure you don't get beat deep. And then you just want to come down in this gap just like how we were doing before. Now when it comes to this man coverage one, it is a lot more of a risk. You do have to have better cornerbacks because in man coverage you typically can get beat easier for a touchdown. It's just how it works with man coverage. If it's an MD set, you can go ahead and just put your safety right here. Your responsibility is that middle of the field. But as you can see, for the most part, they're covering pretty good. Now, another way to go ahead and set this up for a coverage version for y'all boys, what I typically like to do, I like to play over the top, and I like to play to the outside. When I'm doing the coverage version of it, I don't press at all. You can, that's totally up to you. I prefer not to when it comes to man coverage because they get beat a lot easier. So I play over the top and I play to the outside, and what I typically do, I put both of my outside defense ends on just basically hook curls, and basically that's just helping me use it in the middle of the field. So now basically I got the corner route set up because I play over the top and to the outside, so they're going to play the corner routes a little bit better. That's going to leave the middle of the field a little bit more vulnerable, and these hook curls are basically going to help me with that. And my responsibility is the middle of the field and deep post. So I gotta be careful for deep bombs coming across the middle and stuff like that. But after that, you just want to quarterback contain, just get back in the gap like how you were doing before. And you just want to go ahead and user, make sure that you're using her well. As you can see, not a big game right there. And this is the big reason why we need safeties in these spots too, like where the linebackers are outside the men. But you want to make sure that you have your fastest guys in this nickel package, because basically everybody that's in coverage you are basically going to have to utilize. So in this situation, I would just probably just bring Fitzpatrick down like this. And after that, just using this guy like how we were doing with the cover 3. And you'll see your responsibility is the running back. And you can see that hook curl, if you go ahead and set your zone drops to about 10 as well. So I recommend setting your zone drops to 10 with the hook curls and setting your curl flats to 15 when running this defense. Because it is just going to have your defenders in the right spot. Right now, they're not always in the right spot, as y'all can see. But you can see the potential with this play, too. So, the biggest thing with this play is kind of just to kind of keep your opponent where he doesn't know what you're doing. The majority of the time, though, out of this formation, you really do want to blitz. And this is the reason why I don't press. I actually missed him press. You see how he got beat deep. But for the most part, you want to be throwing these blitzes at your opponent, and then that's going to allow you to throw these coverage plays at your opponent, allow you to get more versatile, because now he's blocking all these extra people. He only has like 3 receivers out on routes because now he's max protecting. So yeah, simple setup. If you want to do something different too, you can put these boys in flats. It's just totally up to you what you kind of want to do. You can quarterback contain, and after that, just watch the middle of the field. It's just a lot of different things that you can do out of the man coverage version, honestly. But I do prefer the cover 3 version better. I just like zone coverage in general better on Madden 24. Man coverage in the beginning of the year, it worked pretty good, but after like a certain point in the year, like honestly, man coverage kind of became kind of bad, or not really bad, but not the greatest. So I just prefer to run zone. It kind of prevents bigger plays from happening. Man coverage, sometimes they dumb out and stuff like that, so I just like to run zone coverage. But just giving y'all a zone and a man coverage version of this defense, man. But this is one of the more better blitzes in Madden 24 that a lot of people don't like know about. I've been streaming and y'all been wondering how I've been getting pressure. That's basically it, man. But boys, that's gonna conclude the video, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click that notification bell to stay up to date with all my videos. I love y'all boys. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. I will catch y'all in the next video, and peace.